everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. We talk everything wrestling here. Thank you for coming back here. Thank you for joining in. I wanted to take time to talk about this Night of Champions card that's happening right here this Saturday. What is it? June 28th, I believe. I'll put the correct date somewhere on the screen, but I really wanted to talk about this card because like it's a weird card, to be honest. Let's just delve into it. So this is a 6-match card. Let me preface before I get into this video a little bit further. This was supposed to be a 3-title match card. Instead, we're only getting 2, which is kind of crazy, to be honest. But here we are. But the 3rd match that it was supposed to be was Dominic Mysterio versus AJ Styles, but unfortunately, Dominic Mysterio is injured, so that match is called off. That match will happen soon, but that match is called off. So now we only have 2 championship matches, and then I feel like a couple of matches kind of got rushed a little bit. So let's get into it. The first match we're going to talk about is Solo Sikoa versus Jacob Fatu for the United States Championship. This is going to be an interesting match. I feel like this is going to be like a trilogy match they're going to head into. Maybe. I don't know if they're only going to do a couple of matches. I hope they do 3 matches because this is going to be one of the more exciting feuds going into the Night of Champions, because I personally love Jacob Fatu. I think he's doing amazing character work, and I think he's doing amazing babyface work at the same time. So I really do think, obviously, I really do believe that Jacob Fatu is going to win. I really don't think that Solo Sikoa is going to end up winning. A lot of people think that Hikuleo, a person that's rumored to be making his debut onto the main roster here soon, he did on like main event for some reason. I thought that was kind of weird that he made his debut there, but all right, there that is. A lot of people think that he's going to be a person that is going to be
He's stupid.
interrupting the match and interfering with the match and everything. I don't think so. I don't think that's going to happen. I think Jacob Fatu is going to win divisively. I don't think he's going to drop the championship just yet. I do think some shenanigans may happen, but I do end up believing that Jacob Fatu is going to retain the championship. I think it's too early for him to drop the title. So Jacob Fatu is going to win the United States Championship and retain the championship. The next match we're going to talk about, and I feel like they kind of rushed this one maybe just a tad bit, and I feel like they did it just because they can fill a match, but they're doing an interesting twitch, and I feel like they are doing the right thing with it. So we have Rhea Ripley versus Raquel Rodriguez in a street fight. This is going to be interesting. I think they're obviously replacing, I think this is the match they're replacing Dominic Mysterio and AJ Styles with. Then they're making it interesting, and they're doing like nothing with something by doing it like with a street fight, and obviously you're like rehashing a feud from previously. So they're obviously doing what they need to do in order for them to fill a match and to make it more interesting match card as well. So my hot take for this one, I think Raquel Rodriguez is going to pin Rhea Ripley. I think Roxanne Perez is going to interfere. I think the Judgment Day, I don't think the whole Judgment Day is going to interfere, but I do believe that Roxanne Perez is going to interfere. We saw her interfere with like her little Raquel with her little thing against Rhea Ripley on tonight's episode of Monday Night Raw. So we saw that little thing to kind of like add a little bit of season into the whole idea of Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez becoming the new tag team titles and developing that drama, developing that feud as well. So I do believe that Raquel might be winning this. So we'll see. But I'm excited for this because it's going to be a street fight nonetheless. So it's going to be interesting. The next match, I don't feel like they rushed this one. I did feel like they could have let this cook just a tad bit more. Just add a little bit of garlic, and a little bit of cumin, add a little bit of paprika, and a little bit of that. Bake in the oven, bake a little bit, and we'll be chilling, we'll be good. It's looking juicy. It's looking juicy already. But I do believe that it could have been cooked just a tad bit longer. That match that I'm talking about is Sami Zayn versus Karrion Kross. This match I'm very excited about because I am a very big Sami Zayn fan. I love Sami Zayn. I love his character. I know a lot of people hate the holier than thou type of character, but I definitely do believe that he's more so just of an underdog and he wants to motivate people. That's my attitude on his character post Bloodline. But anyways, so this match against Karrion Kross, a lot of people were waiting for Karrion Kross to make his debut on Monday Night Raw. But also, I feel like a lot of people didn't expect him to be on this match card. I don't necessarily believe that he is replacing the AJ Styles and Dominic Mysterio match. I definitely do believe that was Rhea Ripley and Raquel Rodriguez. But this match, I didn't expect to be on Night of Champions. I expected it to be on a random ass episode of Monday Night Raw, then develop into something a little bit bigger. But they're just kind of putting this shit out there, and I'm excited for it because the fans have been asking for Karrion Kross. I've been asking for Karrion Kross. His character work has been wonderful, has been great, has been perfect to kind of play his like weird, manipulative, gaslighting character that he is like masterful at playing. So this match, it's gonna be hard to predict. I think Sami Zayn might be winning clean. I definitely do believe. But I don't think Karrion Kross is done with Sami Zayn. I think Sami Zayn is going to be like, hey, I beat you, man. Back the fuck up. You know, but I definitely don't think that Karrion Kross is going to do that. I think Karrion Kross's character is to develop people into bad guys, into heels. So I think we're going to see a little bit more of that story going on post Night of Champions. But Sami Zayn's going to win this clean. I'm very excited to see Karrion Kross's debut on this match card. So we have 3 matches down. As you can tell, we only have one championship match and the king and queen of the wing.
Wanna get Weedle? Wanna get Weedle?
As you can tell, you guys, I've already discussed 3 matches. The next match I'm going to be talking about is the Queen of the Ring, which is Jade Cargill, which won on Monday Night Raw against Roxanne Perez versus Asuka. This match, I don't feel like a lot of people saw coming a while ago because, like, a lot of people did see Asuka returning Queen of the Ring, but I don't know why they fucking spoiled her comeback. They should have like made it a mystery partner and then have Asuka like come out last to have like a big pop. That would have been amazing. That would have been cool. But like they just fucking wasted it. But just by having her just on there, waste of a fucking pop. Anyways, this match is interesting, very interesting, because no one saw this shit coming. No one did. I personally thought it was going to be Roxanne Perez that won this match against Jade Cargill. So we're going to see Roxanne Perez versus Asuka. That would have been like a cool little hard-hit match, cool little quick fast-paced match. But instead we have Jade Cargill. They're obviously building her up to be like this amazing a baby face, this like storm superhero type of baby face that's like fucking unstoppable. They're obviously what they're building that to. I think she needs a little bit more refinement in the ring about her moves and a little bit of her selling, but you know, I think she's cooking. I think she's doing okay. Against Asuka, she has a wonderful dance partner with this match. Great dance partner with Asuka. Veteran. I think Jade Cargill is gonna be just fine in this match against Asuka. I think we're going to see Asuka win this Queen of the Ring tournament. I think we're going to see Asuka versus Io Sky at SummerSlam. I really do think that is going to be the match planned. I don't believe that we're going to see babyface Stratton versus babyface Jade Cargill. I don't think that's going to happen. I think we're going to see babyface Asuka versus babyface Io, a little bit of a teacher mentor type of moment. So nice little segue. We're gonna go into mentor type of mentee type of thing we have going on with the King of the Ring. We have Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes. kind of expected them to pull the trigger this fast. It would have been cool to see this match at SummerSlam. I would have loved this. It would have been really cool to see this match main event SummerSlam, but they're doing it Night of Champions. They're starting off this feud. I really don't know who's gonna turn heel. I wish Cody would turn heel because I think Cody's character is kind of boring. I know he's like well loved by the children and by other people. Personally, I find his character boring. There's better characters out there. I think the best way to describe him for me is mid. Truly, nothing against him. He did amazing things with AEW. He revolutionized wrestling with AEW and brought in more competition, which is what we need in this capitalistic government. So, anyways, I wish that Cody would be the one to turn heel, to kind of show that the WWE championship kind of corrupts people, because we saw Randy Orton. He's bloodthirsty for the championship. He wants this championship. He wants to have it. He wants his 15th. As you can tell from his promo a few weeks ago, he said that he will do anything and beat up anyone and go through anything in order for him to get his 15th championship. So, we might see a heel Randy, which is very exciting because I would love to see that motherfucker fucking punch someone's head in. I would love to see that. Call back to when I fucking hated his ass. Back when I used to watch it back in the day, against John Cena, with all that back in the day. So, this match, I really hope we don't see Cody win, but I think that's gonna happen. I think we're gonna run back John Cena versus Cody Rhodes at SummerSlam. So once again, I think Randy is gonna lose the King of the Ring tournament. I think Cody Rhodes is gonna win. But I do think in the process, I do believe that Randy Orton is going to turn heel in this whole thing, in this whole process. Moving on to the main events of Night of Champions. We have CM Punk versus John Cena. They should have had this at Money in the Bank. It would have been wonderful because they're literally copying and pasting from a while ago from their feud at Money in the Bank. They should have had this, but of course they needed to have Logan Paul be on the card. Then have both champions be occupied by wasting their fucking time on a tag team match. I hated that tag team match. Waste of a fucking time. Waste of a match. They should have done something way fucking different. I digress. That's in the past. They could have done this 3 weeks earlier, but here we are. In fact, they could have fucking switched. They could have had the fucking tag team match I saw at Night of Champions. And then they could have had... Dude, I'm just making myself mad with this whole fucking booking decision. But, anyways, we have this match. Controversial pick again. I think CM Punk is going to win. I hope he wins. This is going to be... this would be wonderful, and this would be great. I would love to see a babyface John Cena to finish off his career. I know we just saw his own pipe bomb, but I love a babyface John Cena. But we shall see. I think that CM Punk is going to end up winning. He was caught as a hypocrite though. Like John Cena's pipe bomb, it was wonderful. It doesn't beat CM Punk's pipe bomb, but John Cena called his ass out. He really did. He called his ass out, called his ass a fucking hypocrite, saying that his values change all the time. You really can't argue with him being caught red-handed with his attitude towards Saudi Arabia in the past, and then him now performing with John Cena. So can't really argue with that, but I digress. CM Punk is gonna win. So those are my predictions for this Night of Champions card. Now we're going to be more talking about the discussions around this card. A lot of people are very upset and very mad about the tag team titles not being on this whole match card. But to be honest, for me, the New Day hasn't done shit with the tag team titles. They just kind of I've just seen this dude Xavier Woods post him thank God for the New Day on fucking Twitter, all that shit. That's the most I've seen with the tag team titles on Raw. So like, I mean, I don't want to rush to fucking tag team match on the Night of Champions card, even though it's a much more viable card to do it with, because like, you know, it's a Saudi match, it's a Saudi card, it's a Saudi event. You could have done it, but whatever. I didn't want this match on there because I didn't want to rush the match on any PLEs. For me, I want the highest quality PLEs of all time, no matter what. On the other hand, and this kind of goes into something else I wanted to be talking about. I don't want the Wyatt Six on the Night of Champions card. Like, they need a little bit more refinement in the ring, in my opinion. They just kind of looked lackluster in the match that they had on SmackDown a couple weeks ago. And plus, like, again, this is a very rushed match because, like, yes, the Wyatt Six won against who the fuck did they win against? I don't know. They won their match against I think Motor City Machine Guns. They won their match against Motor City Machine Guns. Oh god, you see some shit. Pause it. They won their match against Motor City Machine Guns. Anyways, I don't want the Wyatt Six, and I don't want the Street Profits being wasted and their potential being wasted on the Night of Champions for someone that like needs a little bit more refinement in the ring. I don't think it would have been a okay thing to do to put that match, the SmackDown Tag Team title match, on the Night of Champions card, because like, again, we're rushing into something. But also, lastly, I think the Wyatt Six needs a little bit more refinement as a tag team. There's their whole gimmick and their whole shtick is cool, but they just need a little bit more refinement. Leading into some of the other matches that could have been on the card, but I'm kind of happy that are not on the card. A lot of people still wish that they were on the card, but I digress. We have Zelina Vega versus Julia. Obviously, they want to have Zelina Vega like off the title. They want her off the title. I think they want to just like push Julia like crazy. I really do believe they want to have that happen because Julia is pretty fucking cool in the ring. If you haven't seen her matches in NXT and watched that like brutal bump that she had with Jordan Grace, like it was so nasty, so awful. I'm surprised she's still wrestling. Like, goddamn, she's a fucking champ. I'm sure they want to push her to the moon because she's really great in the ring. You can tell that she's trying hard to learn English and everything too. So, and also a dead giveaways. They're not really booking Zelina Vega very well because her feuds were just against the Secret Service, and again, that whole feuds between Zelina Vega when she was chasing the championship and Chelsea Green had it. Again, that really wasn't the best at all either. So I'm sure they're just trying to like just try something new with it and see what sticks. I didn't want this match on the card because I think this match would have not been good. I'm very happy that it's on the night before Night of Champions. So there's that. Julia's probably gonna win that though. And then the last match is Tiffany Stratton against Nia Jax for like the 500th time. We have that match again. Great, man. I'm ready for this feud to be done. I'm ready for Tiffany Stratton to feud against other people. I'm ready for Tiffany Stratton to do better things and bigger things. I don't know why the fucking Nia Jax is here again. Anyways, we'll see what happens on this episode of SmackDown with regarding to that championship match. Obviously, Tiffany Stratton's gonna win. I think this is finally gonna be the match that shows and shuts up WWE about the whole idea of Tiffany Stratton versus Nia Jax. No against Nia Jax, she's gotten way better in the ring. Tiffany Stratton has gotten really good in the ring too, but to be honest, for me, I'm ready to move on from this feud. So Tiffany Stratton's gonna win. I guess like an argument that you could have made with this whole thing is you could have made this feud like a street fight, or they made it a last woman standing. So what am I talking about? They made that match a last woman standing. I guess they could have put that match on the Night of Champions card, but again, I didn't want like their 50th match on the Night of Champions card to kind of take up other women's opportunity and other people's opportunity to be on that card. So I'm very happy that those 3 matches are happening on the night before Night of Champions. I definitely think the booking could have been a little bit better. And I think the reason why the booking was pretty shitty during this whole like summer and comparable to a couple years ago when I started watching again with like SummerSlam with that triple threat match in 2023 with I think it was Io Sky, Charlotte. No, it was Asuka, Bianca Belair, and Charlotte Flair. That triple threat match at SummerSlam at 2023 was amazing and fun and great to watch. Booking has not been the greatest in the summertime, in my opinion, but it is because like they're doing too much shit. Like July, they have 4 fucking PLEs. They have 3 PLEs, and then AEW has their biggest pay-per-view in July. So like there's 4 wrestling events happening, and so like I'm sure so many people are burnt out from wrestling, and I'm sure so many people don't want to watch that much wrestling in a month. I don't know, unless you're like a hardcore fan like me. I love wrestling, so of course I'll watch it. I'm not complaining about it, but like I definitely do think that they should have prepared like a little bit more about having so many events. So with that being said, those are my predictions and those are my thoughts around this card. If you liked this video, please, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, share this video. I appreciate you guys. Have a wonderful